Welcome to just our third ever virtual Dell Music Lounge. We want to thank Dell Technologies. Our show is presented by Wild Basin Hard Seltzer and supported by Torchy's Tacos and Clean Cause. Through the magic of the internet, Marcus King is gracious enough to join us for just this third ever Dell Music Lounge, virtual Dell Music Lounge, following performances from Black Pumas and Steve Earle. Marcus King, thank you for doing this, and we'll go to the music, and then we'll come back and talk for a few minutes.
Austin, Texas. We're here in Nashville, Tennessee with my lovely camera assistant. We're playing some music for you. Thanks for having me on the program. I hope we can come down there and do this in person again real soon. Here you go. Sunrise from the highway. One more night. I sit alone again in a pale moonlight, and I don't know why. Seem that ride takes so much longer every time. But my heart is due back south. It said to me, son, you ought to not write another love song. Wouldn't let me wrong. Didn't let me say what's got me feeling such a way. I feel ready again. Lord, to take on this whole damn world. Long as you got me back home. You're the only one that makes me homesick. You're the only one that keeps me honest. You're the only one. Hey, you're the only one that keeps me from staying home. Lord, in 100 miles, slowly starts to feel like 100 years. Yes, it does. Hey, while my sanity holds on, in my mind I hear your favorite song. Oh, I'm so tired of that ride till my head knocks on. The moonlight got me, that it got me back home. You're the only one that makes me homesick. You're the only one that keeps me honest. You're the only one. Ooh, you're the only one that keeps me from staying home. You're the only one that makes me homesick. You're the only one that keeps me honest. You're the only one. Oh, you're the only one that keeps me from staying home. You're the only one that makes me home. You're the only one that keeps me honest. You're the only one. Ooh, you're the only one that keeps me from staying gone. Thank you.
Again, thank you. So You've been really open over the years about mental health struggles, and a lot of folks who find themselves in quarantine are having additional troubles. What have you done to make quarantine bearable?
Oh man, well, I mean, you know, it's all in the writing process, really. You know, for me, I've kind of had to look at it as with this, you know, positive spin. I mean, it's a bummer because we all would rather be out playing, but um, I really haven't had more than a couple of weeks off in like 7 years. So I'm just kind of taking the time to get to know my new hometown, it's Nashville, and I finally feel like I actually live here.
Even if you can't really go that many places, what have you learned about your love of the road that maybe you didn't recognize? Is there something other than the audience connection about the work you do normally that until it's taken away you didn't know that you missed?
Well, for me as a lover of the road, there was all the small aspects of the road, like the camaraderie of all being in a bus together, um, and the late night hangs that happen just because the hours that we work, and the strange things that you see together that kind of all contribute to this weird kind of musician kind of humor. It's all, I think, stemmed in a large part from the hours that we live. That's something that you don't really think about because if I'm out at a hotel lobby or at a Waffle House at 3 a.m. here, I may look like a weirdo. Well, maybe not in Nashville, but you know what I mean, or Austin.
There are a lot of folks in Nashville going through exactly what you're going through, wondering when everything returns. Like you say, you're getting to know this new city. I imagine being in a community where everyone's facing the same problem, there's probably some comfort in that.
It starts to feel like we're all certainly in this together, and the country needs a lot of unity right now. And being over here in Nashville, there's a really strong writing community, and everybody's kind of hunkered down and just. I think we're all on the same page. Just from speaking to people, it's like uh, I thought I was going to write a lot more than I have, and then you get paranoid because, oh man, I'm not using this time properly. But really, we all needed a minute to take the Billy Strings approach and just go fishing.
Right.
That's
Speaking
what
of
he's up to. I
unity,
love
Speaking of unity, we've had an interesting and really progressive couple of weeks where a lot of stuff has happened from tragedy. I mean, you play a kind of music that is thoroughly rooted in the Black experience, and you acknowledge that. Has all this made you think even more about that?
Oh man, I mean, being a musician who plays predominantly soul and blues influenced music and jazz influenced music, even country music was stemmed from Black music. So it's and being from the South especially, it's hard not to acknowledge that, and it would be wrong to not acknowledge it. You know what I mean? It's part of where we come from, and you know, I'm blessed to be able to play this music.
Are there things, despite everything happening, that you're finding hope in? Is there a place for hopefulness as we head towards the rest of this year?
I don't know, man. I always hate to speak too soon, but I do think it's I'm waiting for that meteorite, man. This year.
He calls for the meteorite and everything freezes.
There's some, yeah. I think there's some positivity ahead of us. I think there's a lot of people out there speaking their minds and their truths, and people are taking a hard look at themselves in the mirror, and we have the time to do so now. I mean, I think America kind of needed a restart, and we kind of have the tools to do so. It's an election year, we're just encouraging people to get out and vote and speak their minds at the ballot box as well. So, whatever you're feeling in here and whatever we're writing about, I think there's some good things to come. But I just want to get in front of people again and play.
Yeah. Do you have dreams about being in front of people and playing? I mean, literal dreams. Is that something that's so in your head, that return to the stage, that it's in your dreams?
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things. It's you know, people often dream about just doing what they do. People dream about their workplace, and for me, my workplace is with however many of my closest friends, whoever comes to the show. And that's what I like about our gigs, is it's a safe place. So when I'm dreaming about it, it's a happy time.
All right. Well, thank you. And normally we have some kind of Austin date to promote when we're doing these things, but we'll just have to say hopefully soon.
I'll just come down there and hang out.
There you go. All right. Marcus King, thank you. And let's do one more song from Marcus King on Austin City Limits Radio, a virtual Dell Music Lounge.
How you doing, Austin, Texas? Good to see you. I wanna write something special for you, something to call your own. Bringing to light is my message to you. I wanna carve it in stone. You've been my rock, you've been my road, you've been the light in the heart of my soul. Something so sweet, I want you to know. I never lived in a love song before. You came around at a time in my life, time when I lost my mind. I heard the sound of your voice in the night. I knew that true love was blind. You've been my rock, you've been my road, you've been the light in the heart of my soul. Something so sweet, I want you to know. I never lived in a love song before. You've been my rock, you've been my road, you've been the light in the heart of my soul. Something so sweet, I want you to know. I never lived in a love song before. Something so sweet, I don't want it to go. I never lived in a love song before. Thank you.
There he is, Marcus King, via the magic of the internet. We want to thank Dell Technologies. Our virtual Dell Music Lounge is presented by Wild Basin Hard Seltzer, and we want to thank for their support Torchy's Tacos and Clean Cause. That's it for another edition of the virtual Dell Music Lounge.